Hey guys, we are Sean and Christy. This is Long Long Honeymoon, and today we are talking dumb mistakes. We're going to look in the rear view mirror and give you 4 dumb mistakes that we have made. Now, over the years, of course, we've made many more than 4 dumb mistakes.
A lot more.
If we were to list every dumb mistake we've made in this video, it would be 3 hours long and directed by Peter Jackson. We just thought we would choose 4 for which we have video footage. So we can either show you the dumb mistake or we can show you the aftermath.
It was on our very first trip out west. We stopped in a parking lot. We opened our fantastic fan, turned it on to get a little air circulating in our camper. And then we forgot to close the fantastic fan, and a windstorm came along, as they tend to do in Wyoming, and it ripped the cover completely off our fantastic fan.
So we have a wide open hole in the roof and we have storm clouds on the horizon. If it starts raining, we have no way to keep the rain out of the Airstream, and it's going to land right here in the living area on the couch and everything else. We had to fashion together some sort of solution quickly.
There was no RV dealership open or even around that I remember. Night was coming, it was about to rain, so I had a huge mixing bowl that I happened to pack in the Airstream, mainly for popcorn, not because I was planning on baking anything. But I took this huge bowl and I believe I used gaffer's tape.
Gaffer's tape.
And I taped it to the ceiling of the Airstream. It was the perfect size to fit under the hole that was in our ceiling. And I just taped it up and thought, well, it'll just keep the inside from absolutely flooding. And it did. It worked.
And we mentioned gaffer's tape before, and it's a very durable cloth-based tape that sticks really well, but when you peel it off, it leaves no residue behind.
Yeah, so you're not going to have any like sticky, gummy stuff left behind on our ceiling, which is where we were taping this, so that was preferable.
Oh, you put a set of silverware up there too.
Yep.
That's why we always travel with gaffer's tape. Yes, you can find it in our Amazon store. You know where. All right, next. We lowered the closed and locked trailer tongue onto the hitch ball of our truck. It was night. We knew we were leaving the next day, and there weren't many people around, so we thought, well, why don't we go ahead, hitch up, and we'll be ready to leave in the morning.
We were confident we could do it in the dark.
I think we had brain flatulence is the technical term.
Were you drunk?
You were the one back there, if you'll recall.
Teasing. I'm sure, I know it was me, because I'm usually the person that lowers.
I don't know what we were thinking.
Okay, so I'm responsible for 2 of the dumb mistakes thus far.
You had one job. No, just kidding. No, I've done some dumb ones myself. So and it's really not a dumb mistake. It's a careless mistake.
It's getting in a hurry or skipping a step.
It's the end of a long day. You're a little bit mentally fatigued. You want to get this job over with. It's dark. And you just get a little bit careless, and this happens. Now, thankfully, there was no lasting damage done to our hitch, just damage to our ego, I guess. It happened.
Sorry.
There was no marital spat afterwards.
He had pity on me, apparently. I'm not sure why, but he did.
Well, if you travel with a partner, you can't take it out on your partner.
Yeah, eventually you're going to do it, and then it's payback time if you got really mad at them. So don't get mad. That way they can't get mad at you.
So actually, the next goof was mine, I believe. Lifting the front of the trailer tongue with the stabilizer jacks still down on the ground is a big no-no. It can really burn up the gears inside your power jack. It can bend the stabilizer bars and cause them to need to be replaced. So it's just bad all the way around. And I've done this at least once, probably more than once. Our original power jack that came on our Airstream,
terrible.
it was horrible. And if you made the slightest mistake with it, there were these little nylon gears inside that would shear off, but they were very expensive. You had to source them, so you had to order them from someplace, have them delivered, and then do kind of a tricky install and setup and calibration of those gears. Don't make that mistake, and that's a common newbie mistake, I think. Finally, the fourth dumb mistake culled from our archives. Spoiler alert, this story has a ridiculous finish that I couldn't script.
No.
All right, so we've gotten ourselves in a bit of a pickle here. For more than a decade, we've been traveling with our Airstream and our truck, and we have never once run out of fuel. Well, you can guess where this story is going. Yesterday, we left Austin, Texas, driving west, a full tank of diesel, literally filled up the night before we departed. We drove yesterday pretty much straight through. The low fuel warning goes off on Seymour's dash. When that happens, typically you've still got 50 to 60 miles you can travel to get to a fuel station and fill up your tank. We were in this stretch of Texas, which is, I guess, west of Junction, and there was nothing. We drove 4 miles and saw nothing. Not a single fuel station, not a single little town. In a lot of areas, there was no cellular coverage. But don't you have a jerry can in the back of your truck, you may ask? Well, we used to carry a jerry can that was specifically for diesel. We got it when we were going on the Alaska Highway several years ago. And we carried that thing for years and never once used the jerry can. So a few months ago, I was making room in the bed of the pickup for some of this other stuff we carry. And what happened? I took out the jerry can. So last night we're driving along and the fuel gauge is getting lower and lower and lower. And there's just nothing around here. Nothing. Zippo. We're basically in the desert. Well, lo and behold, we come across a ridge and we see a sign for a rest stop where we could pull off for the night. I've done the math. We've traveled roughly 294 miles from Austin, Texas to get to this rest stop. You know, obviously your towing fuel economy is not particularly great. Any way you do the numbers, we've got maybe a gallon or so in the tank. I'm the pilot, so it's my fault. I share these things with you because I don't want you to end up in this situation yourself.
And we approached several people at the rest stop very, nonchalantly and asked if they happen to have a diesel vehicle. If they had extra diesel fuel, we'd be happy to pay them cash for it.
We would have paid top dollar.
Yeah, we would have paid top dollar. Nobody had any. No motorhome, no truck that was diesel. Nobody had any. So we asked this nice lady. She was in a work vehicle that was a big pickup truck. But she said, you know what? There's a diesel station that is about 10 miles away. She said, how about I follow you, and if you break down and run out of diesel before that exit, I'll drive you over and we'll get some more diesel and I'll take you back to your rig. And so we said, sure, we'll take you up on that offer.
The readout is saying we can make it, 10 miles or so.
Yeah.
And this station is about 10 miles away.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Seymour. Come on, Seymour.
Do it, buddy.
Once we get up to speed, I'm gonna go like 60 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
Emergency blinkers on. We're doing 60 miles an hour for maximum fuel economy. All right, Seymour, we got 0.9 miles to go. We're squeezing out everything, every last ounce out of this tank.
Yeah, if we can just make it to the exit, I don't even care if we make it around the corner to the gas station.
Yeah.
Seymour, just make it to the exit, please.
Make it to the station, Seymour. You can do it.
Oh, Seymour. We kept you.
We kept you.
Aren't you so glad we kept you? We didn't trade you in. We didn't
right.
send you to the scrapyard.
Look, gas, exit 294.
Hallelujah.
With diesel.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Go, Seymour, go.
Pardon my bad singing. Oh, we're so close.
We're so close.
We're so close. We're so close. Oh, he's starting to sputter. Come on,
starting to
Seymour.
sputter.
Right to exit 294. Farm to Market 11.
There it is on the south
Bakersfield.
side. Come on, Seymour, you can do it. I'm gonna honk to the nice lady. Is she behind us?
I don't know. I bet she's following
Yeah,
us.
she's following us. So we need to go to the south side for the diesel.
Yeah, you gotta go left.
In 1,000 feet, turn
I think
left.
we can make it that far.
It's one more push.
Come on, Seymour.
Oh, he's trying. We're getting so low. It's like back and forth.
In a quarter of a mile.
That's not
You will
stiction,
arrive in
that's just
Chevron
running low.
Bakersfield.
Come on, Seymour.
Come on, Seymour.
Over the hill.
Over the hill.
Over the
You can do
hill. Oh, you can do it. You can do
You can hear the engine.
it. Yeah. Oh, it's so close.
We can get to the crest here, we can coast down. Holy cow. Hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, Seymour getting it done one last time.
Oh, sweet Jesus, please let us get there. We just gotta get right there. Oh, come on. Woo woo.
Holy cow. Now let's see if we can figure out where the
Okay.
diesel pump is.
I think that number 4
You
over there where
arrived
that
at your
truck is.
destination.
Just ran
He
out.
just died.
Holy cow.
Can you even get us off the road?
Holy cow.
Oh, sweet
Unbelievable.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. I'm just gonna have to like go.
You just have to take our can over.
Amazing. Truly amazing. Seymour got us to the station.
Thank you, sweet Jesus.
I guess I had another fuel can that was, I just poured out the gasoline out of that can into our generator and used that can to transfer diesel into our truck. And then with diesel in the truck, we cranked it, pulled the rig over to the fuel pump and filled it up. The lady that stopped to help us, if she happens to be watching this video, comment and let us know. We still owe you big. That was That's a right.
Great help to us. And definitely heaven sent.
And in all the years we've been doing Long Long Honeymoon, that is the one time that we ever truly ran out of fuel. And we did so in a fuel station.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
Seymour got us there. So that's it, guys. At least 4 boneheaded maneuvers made by yours truly while traveling around the country with our Airstream. If you have made a dumb mistake that you feel confident enough to share, it's really one of the great benefits of doing these videos and of Loloho Nation. We learn from one another and our travels benefit as a result. So post a comment if you have something to share.
The other reason we share videos like this is to remind you that everyone makes mistakes. If you do this long enough, you're going to make a mistake. It's going to happen. And we've been doing it for 11 years. We still make mistakes. Take it with a grain of salt and just know it's part of the adventure and move on. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below. It means all the world to us to have you join us here as part of Loloho Nation. Also, if you will click that little bell icon next to the subscribe button, you will get a notification every time we post a new video, and that way you will never miss a new episode of Loloho. So until next time, Loloho.
Hey guys, if you like our videos, a great way to say gracias, senor, is to visit our store on Amazon. You can go directly to amazon.com/shop/longlonghoneymoon, or you can go to longlonghoneymoon.com and click the large supply store icon on the main page. The icon is so large, I don't even need my eyeglasses to see it. In our store, you will find all sorts of cool stuff, including Long Long Honeymoon hoodies, Long Long Honeymoon t-shirts, my hat, my shoes, my old underwear, my self-respect. Everything must go. Proceeds from our Amazon store are reinvested into our show, which requires large amounts of duct tape and lubricant to keep running smoothly. Who let the flies out?
We have one other dumb mistake that we made that I know we have footage of.
Okay.
But
Bonus dumb mistake.
the time we put regular gasoline in our diesel tank. Basically, Sean dropped me off at a Walmart to do some grocery shopping. He ran to the fuel station to put some diesel in our truck. He pulled over to the diesel island to get the diesel. And after he finished filling the tank completely full, he realized that they also had a gas pump at the diesel island, and that is what he had put in the truck. So it was about 10 o'clock at night in the middle of North Dakota.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, I will put a link to the video right here on this screen somewhere. So click that link and you can see another one of our dumb mistakes in glorious detail.
Yeah.